again, the first step is to be self-aware. Know how you're gonna get there. Know what motivates you.
Yes.
Really helps a lot. Know what makes you upset and stay away from it.
Hey guys, it's me, Jay Christ, and you're listening to the episode 24. That's Nicole Suárez. Nicole is a multi-passionate entrepreneur, a finance and investment specialist who enjoys the good things in life. She believes in working hard and playing smart to make things happen. In this episode, we talk about her design life stories on creating the life she loves, why having a goal can bring you clarity in life, what's the actual meaning of self-awareness, why being self-aware is the key to find your purpose, how to overcome those limiting beliefs, and productivity and investing tips to get the financial freedom you want. And a lot of great stuff. This is really a fun episode. You can check her workshop or you can join her workshop by visiting the link that I added on our show notes below. You can scroll down if you're listening to Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts. You can check that out on any of your favorite podcast app. So if you're new here, you can check all the episode from 0 to episode 23, and if you really want to support the show, you can check that out and know more about it at thedesignlifeshow.com. Also, if you have any questions, please do let me know. Just send them over at hi@jchristebes.com. Just record at least 2-minute audio clip of your question, and I will answer that on air, and I will try to give my meaningful advice on that topic or on that particular questions. And please leave me a review on Apple Podcasts. In that way, we can reach more people and maybe change lives and change the world. Why not, right? You can also share it with your friends, family, and colleagues. Okay, guys, so thank you so much also for our avid listeners, for those continuously support for supporting the show, and thank you so much. It really means a lot. And I think we can go now on this episode. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy this episode. You're listening to The Design Life Show, a podcast that's helping everyone grow to live a meaningful and creative life. It's me, Jay Christ, a designer from the Philippines, best known for being an advocate of essentialism and optimism. I'm sitting down with awesome people to talk about their journey, their process, and the lessons they've learned along the way. Hey guys, hey everyone, welcome to another episode of TDLS podcast, and I'm super pumped today. So I'm really excited to talk with Nicole, and she's a multi-passionate entrepreneur from Philippines. So yeah, I think we can talk a lot about finance and life. So welcome to the show, Nicole.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yes. Can you introduce yourself? What are you doing right now? What's your current hustle today and right now? Yeah. Can you introduce a little bit of background of your personal life?
Okay, I'd like to call myself a multi-passionate entrepreneur because
Yes.
there are a lot of things that I do and that I'm really passionate about. The heart of this would be probably financial planning. That's where I enjoy the most. That's where my heart is right now. So I'm also a full-time mom. So if she comes in the room, we're gonna have to edit that.
It's okay.
Yeah. So I'm a
Yeah.
full-time mom. I'm a hands-on mom. We have restaurants.
Mhm.
We export cats. So that's really what I do. With financial planning, we do business coaching as well. Essay planning, that's what we do. Actually, it's just a relationship business. That's what I enjoy the most.
Mm-hmm. So you've been into how many years you've been into entrepreneurship? When is the aha moment that I am a multi-passionate individual? Because a lot of I think professionals right now, even the creative professionals, don't know what they do like to do. Right? They don't know what are the things they like to do. When is the aha moment that you decided, or you think that you are a multi-passionate entrepreneur?
Right. Well, I got into business in the year 2010. I used to sell ready-to-wear clothes. So on the side, I also was making accessories. So I guess those were the two businesses that I had. And then there were a lot of things that I wanted to explore, like really a lot of things I wanted to explore. Until, of course, I had my baby. There are some businesses that I couldn't do anymore because I really wanted to be hands on. Like, I'm so committed to be hands on.
Yeah.
That's my number one priority. So by that time, I got into financial planning.
Yes.
So that's when I realized that, oh my gosh, what am I doing with my life? How am I going to raise a child? Are my finances in check? Am I on the right path? So that's where I got into financial planning.
So for financial planning, do you have anything that you can share? What are your thoughts about a lot of people right now really not focusing on their plans, or they don't have a uh, emergency funds, something like that? What are your
Right.
thoughts about that? A lot of people really really don't, especially Filipinos, right? So we're living in a paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, we can be honest with that, right? To be honest, we're living. So a lot of people really living paycheck to paycheck. Do you have? Can you give a little bit of insight about that?
Okay. Well, for the past few years, well, the past year actually, I'm actually quite impressed that the younger ones, probably 19 to 25, these kids that I've mentored, they actually have a lot of money
Wow.
and they
Yes.
know how to invest.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mhm.
what the problem is that they just don't have a goal.
Yeah. They don't have
Uh,
clarity about what they
right.
okay. Mm-hmm.
So that's something that I really am passionate about. Talking
Yes.
to them, talking to these kids from 19 to 25, because I've been there.
Yes. If you don't mind, how old are you?
I am 30 something.
30 something. It's okay.
Right.
It's not obvious. It's still
Thank you.
yeah. So for all the, I think we can go back a little bit with your journey, because I think you have a MBA, right?
Yes.
You're equipped with
Correct.
MBA, and then is it part of uh is it part of it, that's why you've been into this entrepreneurship, into this finance, and
Okay.
help others? Is it
The
part of it, or
reason,
it just
right?
grow something like that?
Yeah. Well, when I started with business in
Yeah.
2010,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have an MBA yet.
Yeah.
So I was just really experimenting, just,
Yes.
testing the waters
Yeah.
until I felt confident that, okay, maybe I need an MBA to back me up. So I got into it. I really appreciated it because it helped me. It helped me so much with my confidence. It helped me also understand things better when it comes to the business world. So yes, I guess the MBA helped me a lot.
So it's really, I think educations really help you to share also, or to help everyone to manage
I
their
guess it
finances.
depends.
Yeah?
It
Or it
depends.
depends. Yeah.
Depends if you want it.
If you're
It
really
depends.
committed.
That's true.
Yeah.
Also depends if it depends on why you're doing it.
So
You gotta
what's
know the
what's your
why.
why on doing this, a lot of things? You're really hands on, ma'am, and you're helping others, and then of course you're also have your personal life. It's
Right.
I think uh, a lot of people don't know how to balance it out, right? Even me,
Right.
it's really hard. So
Uh-huh.
what's your biggest why on doing on this or doing this entrepreneurial journey you have?
Right. I really just want to make myself happy. That's
Yes.
just a goal. That's a goal for myself.
Yeah.
If it doesn't please me, I won't do it. So I just always make sure I fill my cup first. I
Yes.
love myself first.
Yes.
I make myself happy first. That's what's important for me. And then the rest just follows because I just really follow my heart.
Yeah, that's really powerful. I think really a lot of people really don't know. They don't have any clarity, or when I'm young, really I need to experiment a lot to know what I really love doing, and it turns well because experiencing those challenges or those struggles has really helped me to overcome a bigger challenges right ahead of me.
Right.
So that's one thing that we can learn from you. It's really how you commit into something and be passionate about it and pursue it, right? That's really
Right.
powerful.
It is.
With your with a lot of things you do, how do you manage your time with that? So do you have any planner, or do you do journal, do you do
I
minds,
do.
do you do
Um,
yeah, mm-hmm.
I'm an old soul, so I have
Yeah,
a
same
planner.
here.
I write it down. I'm a very kinesthetic person.
Yes.
So I really like feeling like when I read, I want the real book in front of me. When I make plans, I
Yes.
like to have a lot of pens and
Mhm.
really write it down and even highlight it. That's the type of person that I am. So to balance, I guess, I always check with my partner, my husband, if because we're both hands on.
Yes.
It's
Mhm.
not gonna work if we're both working or when we're both out. So that's something that we have to plan first.
Yes.
With all the things that's happening, I actually bring my child with me to almost
Mhm.
everywhere I go, to meetings. Since I can also work from home, it's very convenient because I can leave her with a coloring book and we're good.
Yeah, that's great.
Right.
Hmm. So, uh, what's your biggest why? I think you haven't answered it. What's your biggest why on doing helping others and doing this entrepreneurial journey you have? So,
Right.
I think there's always a hidden why in every people
Right.
that who do something great or
Mm-hmm.
who help. Like me, I just I think a part of my podcast, doing this podcast is really to help, and as well as to enhance also my speaking, my content creation.
Right.
So I want to know what's your biggest why.
My why would be I really just want to enjoy the journey.
Yes.
I want to make the most out of the life that God has given me. That's my why. Of course, I'm doing this for my child, for my family, most
Yes.
importantly, myself.
Yes.
Like what I've said earlier, my happiness is the most important thing. It's my priority.
Yeah, it's really great. I feel that you have this self awareness. Really, it's really strong with you, right? So you've known, or you know yourself. You know what's the things that feel parang nagpapasaya sa right? So
Right, right.
what's your stand about those people who really can you share a little bit about self-awareness? What's your stand for them to, I think, to find their really their passion, their purpose? What's your stand with that? Can you share a little bit about that?
All right. Well, I want to start off by explaining what self awareness is. It's
Yeah.
very basic. It's really just knowing your bullshit and just fix it.
Yes. Hmm.
That's really just it. When you're self aware, you get the chance to make yourself the better version of yourself. So that's really just it. So when you also know what motivates you, what you want, what ticks you off,
Yes.
it
Hmm.
brings you closer to what you want. It brings you closer to the life that you want. So I guess that's very important to be self-aware. I always say that for you to create a life that you love, the first step would be to be self-aware. Because if you know yourself well enough, it's easier to go to the next step. It's easier to plan. It's easier to know what you want.
Yeah, that's really powerful. I feel that you really you have this self awareness. It's really strong, and I feel the vibes and the
Thank
positivity.
you.
Thank you so much for that. And for sure, you have a lot of mindset shifting. You shift a lot of mindset. So how do you conquer the self doubts, that uh, low self esteem? How do you conquer that along the way? So we can also share that for our listener. For sure, there's a lot of us, or there's a lot of people really uh, not aware on their self-esteem, or they're really shy on doing what they really love, or
Right.
just because of life, or
That's true.
yeah.
Well, it's common, Jay. I used
Mhm.
to be so shy
Yes.
to speak in public.
Mhm.
I'm an introvert. It just
Yes.
doesn't seem like it, but I am an introvert. I like being alone.
Yeah.
When I'm around too much people for a long time, I feel like I get drained so
It's
easily.
tiring.
That's true. So just to answer your question, that how do I do it? I always tame that that small voice that tells me that you can't do it, or that small voice that scares me, like, what if it doesn't work? I always make sure I shut that voice up. I talk to myself, I
Mhm.
motivate myself. I just vibe higher. That's
Yeah.
really just it. I'm just constantly excited. I'm really just want to. I make sure I'm happy. That's really just it.
Mhm. Yeah, that's really. I think a lot of people really don't realize that, because there's a lot of shit happening right now in the world, right? So,
Yeah,
and
and why add up to
yes.
that? Ah, right.
Yeah, there's a lot of negativity. So why do you add
That's
your, yeah? You just need to make it happen, and be happy about it, and be excited.
that's true.
I think
Raise
being,
your frequency.
yes, being introvert also is I think there's a strength also being introvert, because you have the a lot of time to reflect in yourself, or your,
That's
or
true.
in the,
That's
around with around in the environment. So you do a lot of observation, right? So
true.
mhm. So that's we can
It's
that
okay. Come in.
yeah.
It's okay. Sorry, my daughter's here.
Hi.
Ariana, it's okay.
It's
Come
okay.
here.
It's okay.
Sorry. We'll
No
hold
worries.
on.
No worries.
It's okay. Come on. Come on. It's okay. You just have to be quiet. All right. Okay. You can sit here with me. Yeah? You want to say hi? Okay. This is my friend Jay.
Hi. How are you? How are you?
So we're working right
Yeah.
now, okay? We have a little interview. So I need you to be very quiet. Okay. All right, and I'll
Okay.
be with you shortly,
It's
okay?
okay. You can join the conversation.
Okay, that's good.
So, Nicole, you're also doing. I think you're also. I see a lot of paintings in your background, right? Do you also
Right.
paint it by your
I
hand?
actually don't paint, but I
Yeah.
that's something that I want to learn
Yeah.
also. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
So,
great.
but yeah, that's something that I want to learn. That's one of the things that I really look forward to doing. I'd like to have my own exhibit, but maybe when I find more time.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, I think a lot of you can learn it. You can learn it. Everything is learnable. Right? So let's go back a little konti sa back. Let's go backward, or in with your journey.
Right,
Uh,
right.
when you're young. So if you look back, so what's the struggles, and how do you overcome those challenges?
When I was younger, the struggle would be the fear.
The fear, yeah.
And I had a lot of limiting beliefs.
Yes.
That was a struggle. So
And scarcity mindset, or
that's true.
yeah.
When I became self-aware,
Mhm.
that's when I realized that, okay, that's just me stopping myself. What am I
100%.
doing?
100%.
Right. So that would be the main struggle for me. That was the main struggle, which is why I always tell my coaches that to be self-aware, it brings you to the next level.
Can you remember how you overcome it? So,
Okay, I remember messaging my mom one night and I go, Mom, what are the best traits that I have? What am I good at? And she just enumerated it, just sent me a long list. And I really took pride in that. And I up to now, I keep on reading it and just, just realize how much it made me a better person, how it
boosts your
also led me to what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, it made me confident. And yun nga, it's the self talk. It's
Yes.
important. How you talk to yourself when you're alone is very important.
Yeah.
So if that little voice tells you that you can't do it, you really won't be able to do it. And you just have to shut that voice up.
Yeah, that's really I really agree with that. I think when we are young, there's really a lot of fear and self doubt. That
That's true.
in the long run, you can always learn on live with it, right? So
That's
I
true.
really agree with that. And for those struggles and challenges, if you go back, what will your advice to your younger self?
Okay, my advice to my younger self would be
Yeah.
party moderately and
Drink
invest
moderately.
early. That is my message to my younger self.
Yeah, invest. That's really
That's true. Time is your best friend when it comes to investing.
uh, I think a lot of people really don't value investing right now, especially Filipinos. So they're just doing their own, or
Right.
how can you share your insights, so for those who just getting started on investing, or on
Mhm.
planning their finances, can you
Right.
share tips or practical tips for them?
Okay. Number one would be, of course, you're self-aware already. You know what you want. Next would be look for someone who can mentor you. Okay, you can start with a friend, a relative, and make sure this person has all the things that you want. So if you're looking into investing, does this person have a lot of money? Does this person, what does this person do? So look for the best mentor and really seek for help. There are a lot of financial planners who could help you. My advice is to listen to your gut, listen to your instinct. Um, it doesn't matter if this planner is a friend or a relative or a complete stranger. You'll feel it instantly. Listen to that. Um, Look for someone you can trust.
Yes. Agree.
Right.
100%. So at this moment, a lot of people really heard this mentoring, there's coaching. For you, what is mentoring? Because I think there's for me, mentoring is a relationship between your coach and your what you call clients, or we
Right.
can call it it's a personal commitment with each other, right? So for you, what is mentoring?
Okay. Um, of course, it's a relationship between two people wherein when you mentor someone, you want to give the best answer to this person. I guess your best practice.
Yes.
That's what this person needs. So
So
when I mentor, I make sure that I've already encountered what this person is asking me for
yeah,
me to be able to answer properly and to give the, of course, the best advice. Yes. His name is Jay.
Hello. Nawala yung cam ko.
JR. That's true. Okay, but we have to talk first, all right? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, nawala yung...
Okay.
Nawala yung cam ko. So let's go. Wala yung cam ko. Sorry. So yeah. So we talk about mentoring. So I think it's good to be clear about mentoring because a lot of people don't know really the meaning of mentoring. So the deep meaning of mentoring, right? So it's a two-way. I think it's a two-way communication. So you need to trust someone, and you also need to trust your coach or trust yourself, right? So uh, doing that and learning from your mentor is really uh, the fastest way to grow your finances, whatever your self growth. It's really
Right.
important. Like what Nicole said, that's really a great tool for every professionals out there, for those who just really uh, not clear on their path. And just like what Nicole said, it's really a relationship, right? So
Yes.
Nicole, so when I talk with John Herrera, so it's really a really a great man. So there's a lot of value that he shared on this podcast. So he shared his meaning of success. For you, what's your meaning of success?
It again all boils down to
Yeah.
whatever makes you happy. For me, that's what success is. Some people would say it's money.
Yeah.
It's how much you have in your bank. For me, it's when I'm happy, that means I'm successful. That's what's important.
Yeah, I really enjoying this episode, the talk. I really learned a lot. So konti pa lang yung pag-uusapan natin, pero I learned a lot. So for those who don't know you, you facilitate a lot of workshop, right? So can you tell about your workshop, and for those who would like to attend your workshop, can you invite them also?
Right. The workshop that I have now is Create the Life You Love. This really is, I actually made this workshop for myself. That's how it started. I really wanted to know where I am right now and how I could reach my goals faster. So Create the Life You Love is designed to help people, to help the attendees to really find out where they are in life and how they can reach their goals.
So what's inside this workshop? Do they have do you have any discovery session or?
Okay, this workshop is more on vision board making.
Vision board.
So I'll tell you the core areas of your life. We'll break that down, and then we'll find out the things that you love, and then we create a vision board, and we make sure you get to manifest it the right way.
Yeah, that's really cool. And what's your plan after? Do you have any plan this? I think we're now in half in the on the 2018. So what's next for Nicole? Except this workshop, do you have
Right.
any planned, or do you have your existing vision board? Can you share that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess the highlight for my 2018 and how I want to end it strong would be writing a book, a children's book.
Yeah, that's great.
That's my plan for the last 6 months. I'll be working on that.
I will look forward for that. So thank you so much, Nicole, for your time today. Thank you, baby.
Thank you,
For your time.
Jay.
So for the last question, so for those who are listening, for our listeners, can you give at least practical advice to start their passion or to do what they really want to do. Can you share your practical advice to them just to start, right? So can you share it?
Sorry, Jay, can you repeat that?
Can you share your practical advice for those who are stuck or for those who just getting started, and any
If you're
practical
stuck,
insights for them? Mm-hmm.
yeah. Again, the first step is to be self-aware. Uh, know what you want, know how you're gonna get there, know what motivates you.
Yes.
Really helps a lot. Know what makes you upset and stay away from it. Just focus on the good things. Raise your frequency. Vibe higher. That's very important.
And that's it. So thank you so much again, Nicole, for spending time with me and talk about life and finance. And it's a really amazing conversation. So I learned a lot from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jay.
I hope you enjoy too our
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And that's it. So thank you so much for listening on to this week podcast with Nicole Suárez. That's really a fun conversation. It's really amazing. I learned a lot from Nicole and I really appreciate it. And we also have an extra guest which is the daughter of Nicole, which is really cool, right? So thank you so much again. If you love this episode, this podcast, you can share this to your friends, family, and colleagues. And please let me know if I'm moving to the right direction. You can leave your honest review on Apple Podcasts. On that way, we can also reach more people and maybe we can help to start their design life stories from ground up. Okay, you can also check all the episode on the designlifeshow.com. That's the designlifeshow.com. So thank you so much, guys, and have a great weekend.